Tonight's result didn't feel like just another qualifying win. It felt like a statement. A 5-0 scoreline always grabs headlines, but the name people will be repeating for days is Noni Madueke. He didn't just score, he carried an edge, a restless hunger, the kind of intensity that forces coaches and commentators to change how they think about a player. England needed a spark and he provided it. Every touch had intent, every run pulled defenders out of position, and when the ball hit the net, his celebration was more of a promise than a release. The manager was quick to flag what everyone watching saw, an attitude and work rate that no coach can teach overnight. When a player combines raw speed and dribbling with the discipline to help defensively, tracking back to support the fullbacks against Serbia's wide threats, you get a complete performance that looks like readiness for the next level. Tactically, Madueke offered Southgate options. His willingness to press and to occupy wide channels allowed England to dominate territory and suffocate any build-up Serbia tried to construct. That directness meant the team could press higher and the fullbacks could push on with confidence because they knew Madueke would cover the spaces left behind. In modern international football, versatility and defensive contribution from attackers is not optional, it's essential. This is why tonight's performance is more than a highlight reel clip. It's a practical answer to a recurring tactical problem England have had in recent qualifiers: how to combine pace with defensive solidity without losing balance. On a personal level, tonight could be transformative for Madi's career. A player who was once a promising name on a list has the chance to become a regular mention in starting Ekisa. Clubs will notice the coolness of his finishing, the repeated choices to run at defenders, and how he contributes when the team does the hard work off the ball. The meritocratic thing about football is that form forces decisions. A night like this makes selection discussions much simpler. Fans are already reacting and social feeds are full of replays and hot takes, but the real currency here is consistency. One explosive game makes headlines, a run of them builds a legacy. For England's squad, the psychological lift of a dominant win should not be underestimated. After a one-sided victory, players leave the stadium believing they can do more than they thought. Confidence spreads faster than tactics. The manager's public praise is a signal to both the locker room and to opposition managers. There is another attacking option to plan for. Looking ahead, the questions the pundits will now ask are practical and immediate. Does Madueke start the next qualifier? How do you manage his minutes to preserve sharpness? Can his club replicate that form at weekly level to keep him match ready for internationals? These are good problems to have. Of course, there is room for measured perspective. Young players spike, then settle, then grow. But tonight the evidence was undeniable. Speed, directness, defensive commitment, and a composed finish. That combination is rare and valuable in the modern game. So as the confetti settles on a 5 tonight and the applause fades, what matters is whether this performance becomes the first chapter of a longer story. If Madueke can string together more performances like this, England won't be talking about one player's hot night. They'll be talking about a new regular in the engine room of their attack. For now, enjoy the moment, dissect the goal, and watch how opponents begin to prepare for a player who just announced himself on the international stage.